Hello, welcome to the next edition of 5.0 Deck Techs. Today, we're going to be talking about niv-mizzet. Now, this is a deck that I've featured, I think, probably on the competitive 5.0 list. It's technically not becoming, less sweet as it is competitive, right? So that's why we're going to break down this deck. We're also going to have another one for Girl Aggro. So if you're interested in either one of these two videos, make sure you check them out. And so the purpose of these 5.0 deck techs is either I get one sweet list that drops in a day or within a period, and I want to just cover a deck, so I cover it here, or we have gotten about a week or so into a new set, and these seem to be the new variant, right? So this seems to be the new staple niv-mizzet deck. That's what we're going to talk about today. It gets the most results, it's the most played, so it's pretty much stock now. So this is the deck tech for the new stock niv-mizzet, at least as of now of recording the video. So if you like niv-mizzet or you like this series, make sure you smash that like button, subscribe, hit that bell notification so you'll for future videos. We're on our way to 1,000 subs. Let's get there together and let's break down this deck list and discuss. So the deck list that has been getting a lot of 5.0s and prelim results is playing a couple copies of Helix from the last set, 3 Pillages, the Pog, and a Molten Collapse. So there is some lists that scatter around that play another Lightning Helix main over a Molten Collapse. You could definitely tweak those numbers, but it seems like this is the stock list, right? So I've seen like at least 6 different 5.0 slash prelims, stuff like that, where this is the exact same 75. So, and I'm pretty sure this was created by Claudio, which is one of the primary niv-mizzet people. So keep that in mind. So this deck also, like I said, play 3 Omnaths, pretty stock. Seems that they have settled on 2 Lilas to help get extra card advantage out of our multicolor spells. 4 verses seem pretty reasonable in stock. 1 Nahiri, which is kind of sweet, seems to be the norm now. Of course, we have our 2 Niv and 1 of the other Niv, I believe. The other 5-drop that gives ourselves flashback. I guess this version doesn't play it. They must have cut it for an additional copy of Omnath, which Omnath I think is just a better card, pound for pound. So this deck does play Leyline Binding and Up the Beanstalk for grindy matchups. Sunfall for aggro, as well as there should be one more other sweeper in this deck, right? Deafening Clarion, so it's just 2 sweepers. Main board. Some more on the side, but... And of course this is a Yorion 80 card deck. 1 Valgi to get with your BTL. So essentially we are playing 6 copies of Niv. We also, like I said, Pillage is really important in this deck, just because it helps find your BTLs or your Niv, which are your payoffs. And plus it digs really deep. So, and plus, of course, it can be found off of Niv to get even more card advantage. You might think it's win more, but it's actually, I think it's just really good. We are playing Fable the Mirror Breaker because it is the best spell in Pioneer. Keep that in mind. We have Kolgan's Command, Unmoored Ego. So game 1, we have Combo Hate, which is really powerful. Sideboard, we do have Soul Search for, control combo a discard spell. We have an 2 Ashiok for Graveyard Hate and hates on like Chord, stuff like that. They can't search. And it's also very important since a huge uptick in Archdruid's Charm has been noticed across Lotus Field, Ramp, stuff like that. And of course, Ashiok, of course, works with Niv because it is Dimir. We have 2 Notions Thieves for Phoenix and decks that draw a lot of cards. 1 Deafening Clarion and a Culling Ritual. These are our additional Wraths for aggro, and Helix is also really good against aggro. We have a Krinko's Buzz Crusher because it does hate on Lotus Field. And we could easily find it off of BTL if we need to pull up a Lotus Field. And then we have a Concentrate. It's an Orzhov card. It can be pseudo Graveyard Hate that we can find, or it can help you make your opponent sack their Vein Ripper, which is just as important. So what do you guys think about niv-mizzet in the current meta? Is it top tier? Is it competitive? I believe it's like upper tier 2 right now. It's about ready, I think, to bridge tier 1 just because the deck is overly powerful into the meta currently. But I want to know all these things down in the comment section where you guys view this deck as it stands into Pioneer right now. But until next time, hopefully you guys have a great rest of your day. Make sure you smash that like button, subscribe before you head out that door. And I'll talk to you soon.